time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Welcome to gleaming State Farm City, the home field of the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on last season's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, and good coverage that time. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And the runner takes off to his right. Run it up the middle, but stopped for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Opening drive challenge for this offense in this championship game. They face third down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Grab down the middle. It's Freeman. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Comes up with the catch. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks free. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here's the 2nd down play.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Championship game, 10th play of the drive coming up. They face 3rd down and short. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice gain.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Snags a quick throw. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stop right there at the line, but no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They strike first in this national title bout. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Thompson. Catch made on the left side. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him on the ground finally. What? It'll be first down from the 14.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. Jukes to get free. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Back to throw. It's Thompson. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Touchdown, Huskies. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense is back on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Freeman. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Here we go on 4th down. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. They trust the running back to convert on 4th down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And it's caught. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few in the play. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. The quarterback will just sneak it now. I don't think he broke the plane. That defensive front rising up to stop him. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had.
This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaskin.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking downfield, it's Thompson. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The Huskies will bring their punt team on the field now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Drive here set up at the 30. On the ground, it's Freeman. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They're going to run it here. They test the middle, but gets stuck. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch! They've got him, and they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass, finds the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? To throw, it's Thompson. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Hit as he throws it deep. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He's got room to run. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. They'll test the right side here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And now the running back's got it again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Toss play to the outside. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Muscles past the defender. Touchdown, Washington. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Orange offense comes back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Grab behind the line, and it's Skay. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. And the Huskies hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Scanning the field, it's Thompson. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the 1st. So, Kirk, it's Washington in front. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter of this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? They'll keep the kicking team on the sideline, try to extend the lead here with a touchdown on 4th and goal. And it's a direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. As That's another touchdown, a dream performance for this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game. But you put positive yards on back-to-back plays, you start to get some confidence going and believe you can do it.
First down and 10 now. And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. There's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. Takes the toss and heads left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Looking to pass. It's Thompson. Moves out of the pocket. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Nice throw, caught for a completion. That gain moves the ball to the 17, first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the wideout goes in motion. He keeps it on the design run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gay. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. And they set up with the best possible field position. 1st down and goal. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. He's swarmed by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Screen to the wide receiver. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And on 4th down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense. Maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here, but this defense has given their offense a shot to maybe get back into this game.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Back in motion now. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep for late game heroics. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Washington Huskies.